Welcome to NKTelco Sports, presented by Grand Lake Health. We are here at New Bremen Elementary School to bring you high school girls varsity basketball action, where the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers take on the New Bremen Cardinals. Tonight's game is brought to you by American Trim, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Ply Gym, Precision Strip, Sweeterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Ferguson Construction, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Cy Sweeterman, Carriage Works, and Kogi Plumbing and Heating. Thanks again and welcome to New Bremen Elementary. I'm here with Brandon Coverman. My name is Greg Burning. We're going to do one last high school girls varsity basketball action here at the old school before it is tore down next season, as they take on the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers. Brandon, Lehman coming in with a nice start to their season so far with a 5-4 record.
Yeah, 5-4 record. They're coming out of the NWC there, and for Lehman, this will be a huge win for Coach Craig Hall. You know, this team's kind of been the same here for the past couple years, sitting around that 500 mark. So they could really score a signature win today against New Bremen. That'd be big for them. They like to get up and down the floor. They like to shoot from the foul line within, not too much of a three-point shooting team.
On the other side of the court, the home team, the New Bremen Cardinals, also having a solid start to their season, as they're 6-3 so far on the year.
Yeah, 6-3, and you know, it's a good 6-3 coming out of the MAC. This is a team that has a lot of potential this year that can make it out of the MAC, really reaching there in D4. When you talk about other teams like Minster and New Knoxville, New Bremen definitely in contention, led by Madison Cordonier, a commit to go to Findlay, who's only a junior. So Coach Chris Burden always does a nice job with those girls, and they're a solid 6-3 team that's looking for another big win here going into the new year.
Should be a good matchup here between Lehman and New Bremen. We will take a commercial break and be back with the starting lineups and the opening tip. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At Grand Lake Health, we offer urgent care services within Joint Township District Memorial Hospital. Upon arrival, each patient is greeted and healthcare professionals assess the level of care required. Urgent care services extend your access to quality health care, complete for non-life-threatening problems. Our state-of-the-art facility and host of diagnostic and treatment options allow you to receive the treatment you deserve in a timely and courteous way. Grand Lake Health Systems, the highest quality health care for you and your family.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpaugh, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Hello, New Bremen.
Welcome back to New Bremen Elementary School as we get set for our starting lineups. Or first for the visiting team, the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers. Number 5 guard, Riley McIver. Number 10, Ann Cianciolo. Number 15, Hope Anthony. Number 24, forward, Heidi Toner. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Cavaliers, number 32, Lauren McFarland. Cavaliers coached by Craig Hall come into tonight's game. They get a good shot of coach there. And they come in with a 5-4 record. And now for the home team, the New Bremen Cardinals. Number 2, guard, Katie Howe. Number 3, Ellie Rechterman, playing the forward position. Number 5, Kaylee Friend, playing a guard. Number 12, Madison Cordonier, also playing as a guard. And forward, rounding out the top 5, number 23, Kira Berkey. The Cardinals coached by Chris Burden with a 6-3 record. Before we get to this opening tip, let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza.
Thank you, Greg. First looking here for the blue and gold of the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers. They want to get on that inside play there. Don't shoot a lot of threes from the outside, so they like to push the ball up and down the floor. And when they can't push the ball up and down the floor, they want to be patient on the offensive end. Also want to stop the dribble penetration of New Bremen. They've got some talented guards, really people that can even play 1 through 5. So they want to stop that. Looking on the flip side here for the Crimson and Gold here of the New Bremen Cardinals. They want to win the hustle plays. And they're a team that likes to fly all over the court. I love Coach Burden's style of coaching. They also want to cut down on the turnovers. I think that's been a problem at times. They also want to win the rebound battle as well.
And right on cue there, the Cavaliers start the game off with a New Bremen turnover and a score by Hope Anthony. This is Howell setting things up for New Bremen. Over here to Berkey, trying to get it inside to Rechterman. Instead, we're going to have an offensive foul as Rechterman sheds the defender. New Bremen going to apply some full court pressure here as the game just getting underway. Here's Cianciolo swinging around the corner, back in the middle to McFarland, loses the ball, tosses it and does finally get it across over to Hope Anthony. Bremen out in a man-to-man defense. This is Cianciolo trying to run the offense, makes a nice drive around the perimeter, can't get the shot to go, rebounded by Friend. Berkey swings it around the perimeter, looking to get it back inside to Rechterman. They do. Rechterman up strong off the glass, can't get it to go. Trickles out of bounds off of Anthony. It will stay with the Cardinals.
Rechterman, one of those girls that was on that state volleyball team there, and she had a little bit of an injury. I think she came back for postseason play, so good to see her healthy.
Inbound play there to Cordonier, gets it taken away. And finally recovered by the Cavaliers, so another turnover there by New Bremen. Quickly back the other way, jump shot, perimeter off the mark from Anthony, and rebounded by Friend. Cardinals trying to get on the scoreboard, get it into Cordonier. She's triple teamed and will draw the foul.
We've seen Lehman be very aggressive there on the defensive end, forcing 3 New Bremen turnovers here in the first minute and a half. As you see the winner quality meets replay here. Something Coach Burden wanted to talk about cutting down on, but 3 of them early, not a great start there for the Cardinals.
They get it in quickly to Cordonier. She misses the jumper. Rechterman, though, comes up with a rebound and a score. Lehman back on the attack. We're all tied up here at 2 here early in the first quarter from New Bremen Elementary, playing the final girls game here in this gym before it is taken down next year, because Bremen building a new gym and a new school.
It's a pretty cool thing to be a part of this. Definitely the last game here. I remember I was telling you before the game that I won a 6th grade basketball tournament here when I was in school, so obviously I have a memory in this gym, but it's pretty cool to do this throwback game. I think it's really neat with having the guys game last night, so credit to New Bremen here for doing this. This is really awesome from their athletic department.
Toner misses the first free throw, fires up seconds, no good as well. Ball looked like it was tipped off to Rechterman, so it will stay with Lehman. And Bremen not coming out the sharpest here to start this ball game. A couple careless turnovers, a little tip ball there. They could have rebounded, and it will give the Cavaliers another opportunity. Cianciolo setting up the offense. McFarland off the screen, dribbles through the lane, goes up, blocked by Rechterman. Tipped out of bounds off of New Bremen. It will stay with the Cavaliers.
Rechterman, pretty athletic, pretty mobile post down there. She does a nice job on both ends of the floor.
Lehman swings it around the perimeter. Back out top, here's a 3 ball, knocked in by Riley McIver. So Lehman off to a good start, have a 3-point edge. There's a bad pass there. Recovered though by Friend and tipped away. And I think she's going to pick up a foul. She took a little body contact there. Foul's going to go against number 24, Heidi Toner.
There's a, see Lehman go zone out of bounds. A little interesting move.
Swing it back over to Howell, trying to get inside to Rechterman. And back out top to Cordonier. Boy, the Lehman defense well aware of Madison Cordoniers. They've been around the ball, trying to intercept the pass and or double team her almost every time the ball's went her direction.
Yeah, immediately the blue and gold pick her up. That's interesting, that zone out of bounds play. You can get a person wide open in the corner there like a Madison Cordonier who's known to have a pretty good shot. So
and they stay in the, they stay in the zone as well here, Brandon, at 2-3. And a nice read and almost a steal by the Cavaliers, but Bremen able to hang on to it. Still trying to corral the ball here a little bit. 3 ball up by Kira Berkey off the mark. An attempt to save there by Cordonier goes out of bounds, so it will go back to Lehman. Just feel like New Bremen is a little unsettled. Every time they throw the ball to a different teammate, they're running with the ball, it looks like, before they even set their offense up.
Yeah, and Lehman's been moving that. And you see this 3/4 court pressure. Really been moving that zone around, and there have been arms and there have been bodies flying everywhere for that Lehman defense. So credit Coach Hall there early. They've been getting in the passing lane, getting hands in there, deflecting passes, causing a couple of Bremen turnovers and contested shots.
Foul picked up there by Kaylee Friend. Will be the 3rd team foul against New Bremen. A couple substitutions. Aaliyah Truman will check in for New Bremen. And also number 34, Chloe Bornhorst. I believe the same 5 have been on the court since tip for the Cavaliers. Here's a little jumper by McFarland, well short. Rebounded underneath though by Hope Anthony, who was fouled. Foul was against Katie Howell, so that is 4 fouls, 4.5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Bremen up to 4 fouls. As Anthony able to knock down the first free throw. Second one a little shorter, just grazes. Oh, I take that back. It looked like it might have grazed the iron. Official said it didn't touch anything, so that'll be a violation and give it to New Bremen. 6-2 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Lehman stays in that 2-3 zone. And a nice read there by Riley McIver, stepping into passing lane, and she'll take it down for the score. Is going to lead us to a New Bremen timeout. We'll take one as well. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Hello, New Bremen. I'm Matt Everidge with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your cable, telephone, and internet services.
Hey, Minster. This is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey, New Knoxville. I am Wesley Meyer at NKTelco. We are here for you and your customer service needs.
Hey, Maria Stein. I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Welcome back to New Bremen Elementary School as we play our throwback game here with the Cardinals. Lehman Cavaliers come out to a good start here, Brandon. They've got an 8-2 lead, 4:15 left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, really a contrast. Lehman playing active and New Bremen playing sluggish. 4 turnovers here halfway through the quarter and 4 fouls. So Coach Burden taking the necessary timeout to hopefully for his team reconfigure the this team strategy here.
You almost feel like Lehman's the aggressor at this point as well. You know, Bremen's working the nice shot there by Berkey as Bremen is working the ball around the perimeter, but the Cavaliers really attacking both sides of the ball. So Bremen knocking down that 3, trying to get things changed up here a little bit. And the aggressive play there by Truman will lead to a foul. You get a good shot there of Coach Chris Burden for the New Bremen Cardinals. Hope Anthony triggers it in here for Lehman to Cianciola. 8-5 lead for the visiting Cavaliers. Here's Anthony again, driving against Howell. Good runner, can't get it to go. Rebound tipped around. Still on the floor, and finally a jump ball called. Possession arrow will go with New Bremen.
It's been a physical game here so far too. You see Lehman there wanting to press there. Coach Hall calls it off, but if New Bremen can get a set like they did last session, get a good wide open three, swing the ball around the perimeter, I think they're going to be well off.
Howell picked up by McIver. And here is number 14, Lily Leonard, who also just checked in the ball game for New Bremen. Foul will be committed by Cienciolo. Third team foul against the Cavaliers. Bremen trying to get it in. Good defense there by Cienciolo, almost converted into a turnover. Really extending out their 2-3 zone is Lehman. And they're going to have an extra step there by Berkey. And I think you hit it on the head, Brandon. Bremen just looks a little bit out of sorts and a little sluggish.
Yeah, and that's just an unforced turnover right there. And it's a Saturday morning game, or Saturday kind of afternoon game. These are kind of hard games to play for girls basketball a lot of the times when you're asking them to come in on 1 p.m. on a Saturday like this. It's hard to get going sometimes compared to those Thursday nights.
Yeah, but don't forget the holiday break was in here as well. That can definitely lead to a little extra pie that didn't get run off. I know I had some, but I didn't get a chance to run, but they're a little younger than me as well.
Yeah, that too. The holiday break, you know, you probably didn't practice. You didn't practice Christmas Day. You had an early morning Christmas Eve practice, and not having really too much of a consistent flow, so to speak.
Couple subs here for the New Bremen Cardinals. Number 3, Ellie Rechterman checked back in. Also did Madison Cordonier. And for the Lehman Cavaliers, number 22, Emma Kennedy checked in. I believe that was the first substitution for Lehman here so far. That one knocked out of bounds by McIver. It will stay with New Bremen.
And I like the little down screen action. They tried to run for Howell to get to the corner, but Lehman still recovering nice, talking off ball screens, getting hands in passing lanes.
And Lehman just being patient here, sitting back in that zone and making New Bremen attack as they have an 8-5 lead. Good pass inside, high-low, Bornhorst to Rechterman. Rechterman can't get it to go, gets her own rebound, and it still won't fall. Can't ask for a much better look for New Bremen. McFarland on the run will stop and pop the three, no good. Ball tipped around and still loose and finally recovered by Cienciolo. Another opportunity for Lehman. McFarland again, she'll let another three ball go and nail it. He's going to call it a deep 2. So deep 2 there by Lauren McFarland. Keeps the Cavaliers rolling as they now have a 10-5 lead. Here's Bornhorst, foul line jumper, in and out. Rebound pulled down by Cienciolo. Lehman firing again. McIver off the mark. Bornhorst pulls down the board. Katie Howell trying to get things going here for the New Bremen Cardinals. Loses the handle. And will result in a jump ball, which I believe will go to Lehman. Hope Anthony will check back in, replacing Cienciolo for Lehman. Minute 20 left to go in our first quarter. It's been a good one thus far. Lehman on top 10-5. Mishandled there by Kennedy. She's able to track it back down. And then it's knocked out of bounds by New Bremen. Couple big possessions here coming last minute 8 of this first quarter. New Bremen struggling offensively, doesn't really want to give up any more points, so they're down by 5 already as they run a little ball handle action out top. Nice ball fake by McIver, gets the lane and scores. And a nice offensive set there by Lehman, did a little weave out top.
And Riley McIver found the crease there. She's got 7 first quarter points.
She's got a nice first step, and she used it there. And the Lehman lead is now at 7 as well. Jumper in the corner, off the mark by Howell, rebounded there by Cordonier and tipped away by McFarland. He'll Lehman Cavaliers on the break. McFarland goes up strong, and it is knocked out of bounds by Katie Howell to stay with Lehman. So 22 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Lehman running at every opportunity. Anthony struggling to get it in, does not get it in. A 5-second violation will result in the turnover.
Just the second Lehman turnover compared to New Bremen's 6 there, Greg.
Howell brings it across. 10 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. This is Leonard's. Down to 6, ball tipped and stolen. 5 seconds remaining. Anthony gives it up too early, turns it over. Leonard's will chuck it back the other way, and that's how the first quarter will end here from New Bremen Elementary. Lehman Cavaliers on top 12-5. We'll take a break and be back with quarter number 2. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health's presentation of high school basketball here on NKTelco Sports. Brandon, good first quarter by Lehman as they have a 7-point lead.
Yeah, forcing 7 New Bremen turnovers and just a really nice display of working the ball on the inside. Riley McIver with a nice 7 first quarter points.
Berkey with the 3-pointer there for New Bremen off the mark. Haldo able to get the rebound and draw the foul. So that will send Katie Howell to the line for 2. Howell, a junior guard for New Bremen. First free throw is in and out. Pretty good free throw shooter on the year, 7 for 10 for New Bremen.
And this New Bremen's first trip to the free throw line in the game compared to Lehman's 4 free throw attempts.
Second one is good by Howell. Cuts the Lehman lead in half at 12-6.
And maybe when you're going to make shots more, if you're New Bremen, you can get into that three-quarter court pressure, and that's maybe when you can start shifting the momentum here. It's all about making baskets to set up your defense as well.
Here's McFarland. New Bremen standing in the man-to-man. McFarland rolls around through the lane and draws the contact. And we'll go to the line for 2. That foul against number 10, Aaliyah Truman.
Call it on the floor. I thought she was shooting.
Oh, I did too. Good call.
Coach Craig Hall kind of confused there. I'm confused there with him.
Little up fake there by Kennedy. And back out top to McIver, who's going to drive right down the lane. Good dish.
Wow.
Over to number 24, Heidi Toner, who scores. The offense for Lehman looking pretty sound here so far.
And that was created by Riley McIver, the vision to move the defense and get an easy bucket there to Toner.
Good break there by New Bremen. Berkey misses the jumper, but gets their own rebound and puts it back up and in. And Bremen again coming with the 1-2-2 three-quarter court press. Coach Hall did not like what he was seeing, so he'll take a timeout on the floor. It is a full timeout, so we will take a quick break as well. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At First National National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Plygem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
Just under 7 minutes remaining in our first half. Lehman with a 14-8 lead and the ball. Trying to extend their 6-point lead. New Bremen trying to get a little something going as their offense has been a little sluggish. This was the little weave that the Cavaliers ran a couple possessions ago, and it ends the same way, or a similar way, I should say. McIver knocks down a three. She got a layup the last time they ran that set. Things going well for Lehman. Now they get a turnover, looking for push it. McFarland takes an extra step. So the Cavalier press resulted in them getting a turnover, then they gave it right back, trying to go and score, but Lehman's still hanging on to a 9-point lead.
And New Bremen's got to communicate better too, to know where Riley McIver is on that weave. You don't see anyone near him, really.
And there she is stepping into the passing lane. McIver got an extra bonus step in there, it looked like, but not called. She converts. And the defense for Lehman causing all kinds of problems.
And that's 9 New Bremen turnovers there.
And it's really not like an up in your face kind of defense.
Yeah.
They're just playing the passing lanes and
like
reading the ball. And they'll drop back into a zone again here, giving another different look to this New Bremen offense. And again, a bad cross-court pass. Luckily corralled there by Kira Berkey, but she'll overthrow her teammate as that one goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and now reaching the double figures of turnovers. You have to find a way to get the ball to the weak points of the zone. So you got to look at the short corner, the middle of the key, to be able to collapse the Lehman defense to make quick passes. When you're being patient in a zone like that, it's easy for Lehman to really get in the gaps, to fill in those gaps, to be able to pass to your teammates. You have to have quick passing in the zone to get those breakdowns and easy buckets.
Here's the Lehman offense again, back out top with their 3-guard weave. Here's McFarland, little ball fake, hands it off to McIver. She's been the one that's been quick to the bucket. Good pass inside to Kennedy. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Rechterman for New Bremen. So good defensive stop there, New Bremen. 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. Looking to get it going. Here's Cordonier, no good. McFarland had the rebound momentarily stolen by Cordonier. Inside, Berkey can't get it to drop. Rebounded by the Cavaliers. Well, the tempo here, I got to feel leading the direction of Lehman. They really like to get it up and down. Wheeling and dealing in the lane as McFarland got a little ahead of herself. She had to laugh at that one herself as she knew she took an extra dribble. Hope Anthony will check back in for Lehman. 19-8. On our First National Bank scoreboard in favor of the visiting Lehman Cavaliers here at the New Bremen Elementary. One final game being played here for the girls varsity squad. Here's Kaylee Friend, come up with a loose ball, kicks it over. Berkey in the corner, deep 2, off the mark. Ball tipped around and pulled out of the pile by Hope Anthony with a full head of steam. Cross-court pass gets it to Cienciolo. Anthony, I believe, has a deep 2 and off the glass and in. So all things going well here for the Cavaliers in the first half.
Yeah, that was just a bank shot. Everything's just
bank
on
shot
for Lehman today.
It's late afternoon and bank is still open.
Our First National Bank or Minster Bank. So.
That's right. Nice segue. Foul shot there by Cordonier. She was fouled by Cienciolo. So Madison Cordonier stepped to the free throw line, trying to get things on track for New Bremen. The offense has struggled mightily here in the first half. First one is good by Cordonier.
And that's a player that's got to step up here, Madison Cordonier, the Findlay commit. Haven't really called her name much. She had one shot out of an out-of-bounds play. Otherwise, haven't saw much from her. She's got to be one of those leaders here, the junior, with playing varsity as an underclassman. You can see she's got the mobility, she's got the length.
She knocks down a pair of free throws. Lehman lead down to 11. Great pass inside to Cienciolo. And Lehman converts again. Again, the offense for the Cavaliers working well. Around the perimeter here is Howe with the shot off the marker. Going to catch a break as McFarland's foot was on the out of bounds line when she grabbed the rebound. So that will turn it over back to New Bremen. Just under 4 minutes to go in our first half here from New Bremen Elementary. I'm Greg Burning, my partner Brandon Coverman. This is Kaylee Friend weaving down through the lane, off the glass, no good. Rechterman had it for a moment. McFarland just ripped it away for the Cavaliers. Three ball on the way by Anthony, in and out. Pulled down by Madison Cordonier, who loses the handle out of bounds. Fortunately for New Bremen, it was tipped out by the Cavaliers.
Yeah, when you're feeling good like you're Lehman and you're making shots, heck, why not pull up with a shot like that? It's kind of an ill-advised shot there, but Lehman not known for its outside shooting, but they've been just making everything, it seems like, this first half.
Apparently they like this New Bremen Elementary gym.
Yeah.
At least thus far. And there's a step in the lane, steal by Hope Anthony. Looks up, gives a little late pass there to McIver as it's kicked out of bounds by Kaylee Friend. Possession will stay with Lehman.
We talked about that Lehman likes running up and down the floor. It helps, it fuels their offense when there's been 11 New Bremen turnovers here so far.
McFarland still looking to get in, finally does get into McIver, though. Shot blocked by Kaylee Friend, and she will come out of the pile with a whole jet load of speed as she has the burners to go down the sideline with anybody. Draws the foul. That'll be on Hope Anthony, her third foul, so I gotta believe Coach Hall is gonna take her out. She's been a big defensive threat this first half for Lehman, so a little hurt there on the defense for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, really helped the top of that 2-3 zone.
Right.
So let's see how they fill in the gap here.
Hal Bornhorst at the high post. Here is Cordonier for three. Dial it up. Big basket there for Bremen. Cuts the lead to 10 with just over 3 minutes remaining in our first half. A big 3 minutes here for both teams. Lehman hoping to continue their offensive ability, and what a great shot up off the glass there by Heidi Toner. I'm not sure what the difference is, but it seems like whatever Lehman is throwing up there off the backboard is dropping.
Yeah.
Nice spin move in the lane by Cordonier. She got your memo, Brandon. Last two buckets scored by Madison Cordonier keeps the Cavalier lead at 10.
Yeah, she's going to be your main offensive force. Take over the game, and that's what she's done those last two possessions. Good job there by Madison Cordonier.
Here's Kennedy looking to get it inside to Anthony. Sorry, that was Colleen O'Leary as the ball's turned over. Here is Friend quickly on the break with the bucket and the foul. And you see a good replay here as Kaylee Friend, I mentioned it before, she has the speed to get to the bucket in a hurry. So Friend with a chance to complete a three-point play. And then Bremen finally has that lead under 10. As we have a timeout called on the floor. It is a 30-second timeout. So I'd like to keep it here and thank our sponsors for today's game. American Trim, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Ply Gym, Precision Strip, Sweeterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Fowler's TV, Cy Sweeterman, Wilson Health, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing and Heating and Air Conditioning, and Ferguson Construction. Thanks again to all those great sponsors. I'd like to also remind you that at the conclusion of this game, Brandon and I will name a player of the game. That sponsor is sponsored by NKTelco. Big last couple minutes here, Brandon. New Bremen looks like they've finally gotten their energy going a little bit. Made a couple nice plays the last few possessions. Friend with a chance to cut this to a 7-point deficit, and she does.
And all of a sudden, in a blink of an eye, New Bremen right back in this ball game. It's 25-12 and a quick 6-0 run there.
Well, a couple of substitutions, Lehman side, I think that were big about that. Cianciolo just came back in, who is their point guard. She stepped out for those couple of minutes, and also McFarland, who has three fouls.
Yeah, and New Bremen going to a bit of a zone on their own.
Three-pointer by Cianciolo, no good. And I'm not sure if there was a foul down there or just a...
Just cramping up, maybe.
Yeah, I was going to mention before, Lehman, they don't go very deep. They run up and down quite a bit. They only play about 6 to 7 players. And for as much as they want to keep moving the tempo, that's pretty unusual. Now, granted, they play a 2-3 zone. It gives them a little bit of time to catch their breath on defense. And Coach Hall also checked Hope Anthony back in the game, and I believe she's the other one that has 3 fouls for Lehman. So Coach seeing the opportunity and doesn't want to see it slip away, but also could get himself into trouble if a foul is drawn by a couple of them players. Here's Cordonier pulling up, can't get it to go. Rebounded, pulled down by Cianciolo for the Cavaliers. Minute 30 left to go in the first half. She'll quickly get it across. Hope Anthony back inside to Cianciolo, blocked by Rectorman, but rebound pulled down at least momentarily as there's a scrum on the floor. That was pulled down by Toner. Tied up to a jump ball. It will stay with the Cavaliers. Quick inbounds, tapped out of bounds by Rectorman. It'll stay with Lehman with a minute 20 remaining in our first half. McFarland calls out the play, gets it over to Cianciolo. Here's Hope Anthony trying to draw some contact. Anthony gets it back. Here's Cianciolo again.
And I'm patient here if you're Coach Hall. New Bremen's got the momentum here right now. New Bremen was playing a bit of a zone here. Just be patient. Try to bring a good size halftime lead in there if you're Lehman.
And I don't know if Lehman has a patient button. Like, it's on offense, it's fast, right? I mean, they don't, and you saw it there, a tough pass there. They just play a very quick up-tempo. Their half court even, there's not a lot of patience to it. It's make 3 or 4 passes and they're shooting majority of the time, but they convert a foul there, and that one went against Hope Anthony. And that was her 4th. So that was that risk I was talking about. So you gotta believe you're not gonna see her till probably the 4th quarter for the Cavaliers. That's a big foul there as Katie Howell knocks down the free throw, and the lead dwindling as the Cardinals now within 6.
5 of 6 on the night for free throw shooting for the Cardinals.
Second one in and out. Ball tipped around and recovered by Cianciolo. Full head of speed. Nice cross-court pass through McIver. Up and in. Cavaliers run that break well so far this first half. 45 seconds remaining. Over the top to Reckman. Back out top to Cordonier. Shot no good. Rebounded by Cordonier. So this is what you're talking about. There's 35 seconds remaining. Be a great time to pull the ball out. Again, not sure Lehman has that button as that shot goes up by McFarland. Rebounded by New Bremen. 25 seconds remaining. Inside, Rectorman, turnaround jumper off the glass, in and out. Bornhorst with the rebound, can't get it to go, but draws the foul. Fouls against McIver. That's just her first foul.
And you lose Hope Anthony. She's not been on the top of the perimeter in that zone, and that's where you've been able to see Bremen's beginning to move the ball around better as you see the replay here. That's been big key for them to get the ball on the inside. Now they've been scoring points in the fast break as well, and that's why you see New Bremen's offense improve so much here in the second half of the second quarter.
Bornhorst gets the free throw to go. Lead is back at 6. Quickly up across the half court. Here's McIver. Dangerous pass recovered by McFarland. And they're going to have an offensive foul called against McFarland. So the foul's continuing to build here against Lehman. That was an offensive foul, so no free throws will be shot. According to our board, that is just the first one against McFarland. So if somebody's going to get one for you at this point, that's a good one to have. 8.5 seconds remaining here in our first half. Full timeout taken by New Bremen. So we'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sport.
At CAPT, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Welcome back. You get a good shot of the New Bremen Cardinal bench right there as they get ready to try to cut into the 6-point lead. Brandon, 8.5 seconds remaining in our first half.
Yeah, and with the way that New Bremen started out, for them to be within 6 right now, possibly maybe even 4 or 3 here, if they can make a shot here to go into half. It'd be pretty pleased if you're Coach Burden or you're a fan of the New Bremen Cardinals with the way Lehman's been making stuff all half. Lehman falling in some foul trouble here, so that's going to really affect them more in the second half.
Here's Howell with the ball, down to 4 seconds. The ball tipped around by McIver. That's going to be a big disturbance to that play as they only have 2.5 seconds remaining now to get a shot off. Berkey will trigger it in. Try to throw it the other side, tipped by Cienciolo. Dangerous pass, shot by Cordano at the buzzer. No good, and that's how our first half will end. New Bremen 27, Lehman 27, New Bremen 21. We'll take a break and be back with our first half stats here on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Welcome back to New Bremen Elementary. We're here at halftime. The Lehman Cavaliers up 27-21. Here with our first half stats, Mr. Brandon Coverman.
Yeah, thanks, Greg. And looking at them first half stats there, Lehman getting a lot more shot attempts up there with that kind of fast, high-style pace offense. They've been running 11-29 shooting there from the field, 2 of 7 from three. From the free throw line, 1 of 4. That stat is actually off there. It is 10 turnovers and 14 rebounds for the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers for you viewers there. So winning the rebounding battle and the turnover margin, even though it was pretty clear and obvious early that New Bremen was winning the turnover margin by a wide variety there. Lehman actually narrowed that gap there before halftime. Now you look here on the flip side here for the Cardinals, 6 of 21 shooting, 8 less shot attempts, but only down by 6. 4 of 6 from 3, so they've been hitting their outside shots. And you look 5 of 7 from the free throw line, around 71%. 11 turnovers, which they kind of struggled with, had a lot of turnovers early. It's got better before halftime. They've been able to cut down on them and limit them. And 11 rebounds there, trail in that category as well, Greg.
Good first half stats there. Thanks, Brandon. So before we get back into action, we talked a little earlier about this being the final game played here at the elementary in New Bremen as they are planning to move to a new building next year. So we got a couple quick stats we got from the staff at New Bremen. The first girls game that was played here by the ladies was in 1969, and they were a part of the Girls Amateur Athletic Association. And the first game they played as an OHSAA school was on January 30th, 1975 versus the Marion Local Flyers. The Cardinals won that game 41-22. The last game played here for the girls was on February 13th, 1999 versus Spencerville. New Bremen won that game 64-28. And just some information about the building itself. From 1968 to the early 1980s, the gym had 2 glass backboards and 4 permanent wood backboards. The pertinent part about those wood backboards is they didn't go up. So as the game was being played, you had to look around those baskets. The current press box, which we are actually doing this game from right now, was built in the early 1980s. So before that time, only one radio station was able to broadcast a game. They would do it from the northeast corner of the gym using a student desk. The east side of the gym had windows from 1968 until the early 80s. So if they played an afternoon game like a junior high game, the sun would shine in and cause a little issue on the court. The last time the girls had a team playing in this gym that made it to the regionals was in 1979 and 1980. And kind of last stat here, back in the good old days, there wasn't much seating, so fans would line up here at 5 o'clock to watch a 6:30 game to get a good seat. So some good history there about New Bremen. As I mentioned, this is the last girls game that'll be getting played here. As we're back at action, here is Kaylee Friend for the Cardinals with a little turnaround in the lane to get the Cardinals off to a good start and cut the lead to 4. Full court pressure applied by New Bremen. McIver steps out of bounds, turns it over. So New Bremen off to a good start, get a quick 2-point bucket and a turnover.
Yeah, and this is exactly what happened last year too. New Bremen, when they played Lehman in the second half, really took off. Let's see if it's the same thing as last year.
Good defense there. That's by Hope Anthony, and I'm 90% sure she has 4 fouls. So coach bringing Anthony into the game. That'd be Coach Hall for Lehman as a over and back call. So a little surprised to see her out on the floor with 4 fouls, but according to the scoreboard, that's what she has. We'll see how that plays out. Lehman gets it on the turnover. Run their weave back out top. Here's McIver. Handing it off to Cianciolo. She'll bring it back out top, drives down through the lane, pulls up little jumper and gets it to go. Bremen back on the attack. Here's Friend down the lane at the other end, can't get it to go, gets her own rebound, back up, no good. This time Rechterman has it, and finally 3 tries, New Bremen will put that one up and in.
That was a nice display of athleticism there by New Bremen, by Kaylee Friend and Ellie Rechterman.
Gonna have a full timeout taken by the Lehman coach, so we'll take a break as well. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Welcome back to New Bremen Elementary. 6:40 left to go in the third quarter. Lehman hanging on to a 4-point lead.
Yeah, and you're seeing New Bremen change up defenses and everything. It's a good start to the second half for the Cardinals. As you see, they come out in like a 1-2-2, 1-3-1. Can't quite tell what it is yet.
And another shot knocked down there by Riley McIver. She's had the 3 ball located here this afternoon. She bumps the lead back to 7 for Lehman. Good pass inside to Rechterman, off the glass, no good. Battle for and knocked out of bounds off of Friend, so it'll go to Lehman.
And McIver with 17 points. So what a game Riley McIver is piecing together today for Coach Craig's Hall team. And another defense here applied by Coach Chris Burden.
And Lehman steps out of bounds. So the defense working here in the second half.
Well, one ref had a foul. The ref on the baseline, the ref on the sideline had out of bounds, and looks like the foul's going to trump that.
Good call. They're going to go with the foul. That foul will be against Katie Howe. Second team foul for New Bremen. Also Katie Howe's second foul. Here's Hope Anthony, swings it over to Cienciolo. And again, along the baseline, that one goes out of bounds.
I got to tie up in a turnover battle at 12 apiece. So it's been tough for both teams to take care of the ball today.
Swung it over here to Cordonier, almost turns it over. Howe, good inside pass to Friend, spins inside and scores. Kaylee Friend will draw that foul against Heidi Toner. And that is her third team foul.
And that's just a nice athletic move by Friend. You talked about her athleticism before the game. That's a good, quick move. She said she's a track athlete. Very nice player.
Rebound pulled down by Cienciolo into some trouble. Able to turn direction and go the other way. Gets it across. Lehman on top, 32-27. 5.5 to go here in our third quarter. Hope Anthony swings it back out top to McIver. Back over to McFarland. Lehman going back to their weave offense. And rightfully they should, as this worked pretty well for them here this afternoon. As Bremen went back to their man-to-man. Here's McIver down the lane. Drops it off to Toner, back to McIver. Tough pass over to Anthony. I'm not sure how that ball got through all that traffic. Definitely the most patient offense we've seen today by Lehman. As I say that, McFarland drives the lane, puts up a tough shot. Anthony on the floor, kick out. McIver thought about it. Here's Cienciolo, shot off the mark. And not sure why Lehman didn't go for that one, as Toner looked like she was going to be able to get to it. Instead, lets the ball trickle out of bounds. It'll go back to New Bremen. Here's Howe going against the Lehman. 2-3, good pass inside to Rechterman, draws the foul. And now Lehman in all kinds of trouble because that will be the fourth foul on Heidi Toner as well.
Yeah, and New Bremen's starting to get the ball down on the block, and you're seeing players, as you see the replay here, like Rechterman and Friend, making athletic moves like that on the inside, and they're drawing contact. And Lehman hasn't been able to really stay in front of that. And that's what's keeping New Bremen in this ball game.
And Toner not coming out of the game either. 4:15 to go in this third quarter. Both her and Hope Anthony have 4 fouls. We've got a 1.25 to go in the ball game. Second one by Rechterman, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds by New Bremen. So with the 4-point lead, Lehman will have the ball. Bremen going with a 3-quarter court press. Cienciolo gets it across over to McIver. Good pass over to McFarland. She spots up with a 15-footer, well short, as it will fall out of bounds. Katie Howe pushes it across to Cordonier. McFarland momentarily knocks it away. Cordonier, a nice wraparound pass in there to McFarland. I'm sorry, not McFarland, to Rechterman. And I think that foul was on number 15, Hope Anthony. If it is,
and she's retreating back towards the bench.
I believe she has just fouled out of the ball game. And she has. She fouled out of the ball game with 3:50 to go in the third quarter. So she will be done for the day. As you see that great wraparound I was talking about, inside look there from Cordonier to Rechterman. Coming into the ball game for Lehman is number 11, Caroline Wessner. She's a freshman guard. So losing some experience there and bringing in Wessner as that free throw by Rechterman rattles out.
They also have one of their girls, Emma Kennedy, in a wrap, so they're down to 8 players. Well, down to 7, actually.
Second free throw by Rechterman is good. Lead is at 3. McIver, tough pass inside. There's that speed from from Friend. You're not going to catch her from behind. And she goes and scores, and just like that, the Cardinals within 1. Lehman struggling with the defense. Good pass inside to Cienciolo. Great cross-court pass over to Heidi Toner. So good answer by Lehman, and they get the lead back to 3. Cross-court, Berkey thought about trying to tie it up, said she'll drive the lane. Scoop shot, no good. Riley McIver comes down with it for the Cavaliers. Full head of speed, full head of steam. She kicks it over to Westner, who just came in the ball game, freshman or not, and knocks that one down. And the Cavaliers not ready to go just yet, as they are now back up by 5.
Yeah, and just when you think it's going New Bremen's way, Lehman responding in a huge way, hitting 2 straight shots. But if you're New Bremen, keep going back on the inside.
That ball sails out of bounds off of Howell. So the turnover will give it back to New Bremen. Truman and Bornhorst checking back in. And you mentioned it early in the first half, Brandon, about the inside presence for New Bremen. Bornhorst did a nice job of that in the first half along with Rechterman. So Rechterman checks out. Bornhorst checks in to see if New Bremen can get it back in the paint. Good pass inside to Toner. Over to Westner, guarded by the much taller Cordonier. And Aaliyah Truman able to tie it up. The jump ball will keep it with Lehman. 2:39 left to go here in our third quarter. It's been a good one here from New Bremen Elementary. Westner. Here's McIver. She hasn't shot much here in the third quarter other than early on. She knocked down a 3. She steps on the line on that one. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by McFarland. And I believe we're going to have a foul against Kaylee Friend for New Bremen. Number 14, Lily Leonards, also checks in for New Bremen. So on the court for the Cardinals, you have Friend, Truman, Bornhorst, Leonards, and Cordonier. And for the Lehman Cavaliers, McFarland, who is triggering it in. McIver, Westner, Cienciolo, and Toner. Lehman hanging on to a 5-point lead. They have led most of this ball game. I believe their biggest lead was 11. Bremen cut into that right to start the second half. Nice backdoor cut by McFarland. Can't get the shot to go. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Cavaliers. Nice backdoor cut there by McFarland, but ran into a host of New Bremen defenders. She gets the entry pass after she inbounds and loses the handle. Quickly back the other way. This is Leonards and throws it right into McIver's hands. Gets it over to Westner, little jumper to corner, can't get it to go. Ball tipped around off of McIver. It'll go back to New Bremen. Truman steps into a 3, it's blocked, so that'll stay with Lehman. Oh, I'm sorry, with New Bremen. I think you're going to see the Cavaliers play that 2-3 defense, and pretty much the rest of the way, as you mentioned, limited on bodies. Nice slip there by Cordonier, and then she is tied up by Cienciolo.
See the replay there. Nice job by Lehman to get some hands on it. There by Heidi Toner and Cienciola.
And Cienciolo playing dangerously down there. She has 4 fouls. The ball stolen out top by Cienciolo. Nice little ball fake. Can't get it to go. And the Cardinals come away with it. Contact there in the backcourt by McFarland. She'll pick up foul number 2, the 14th foul against Lehman.
Just got to be disciplined here right now. I mean, it's pretty easy to say when you already lost Hope Anthony early in the third quarter, but you're nursing a 5-point lead with 9 more minutes remaining in regulation.
3-point ball by Cordonier, short. And a nice rebound by Riley McIver. 36-31 on our First National Bank scoreboard. New Bremen trying to still cut into that lead, have been behind the 8 ball here most of the afternoon. And there's that speed. Boy, you think you're far enough away from Kaylee Friend, and she has the length and the speed to get to a lot of balls. Good recovery by Lehman, able to knock it out of bounds.
So out here, I'm going to be interested to see what Coach Burden does. Set play out of bounds here. Looking for Cordonier.
So she's got the much smaller Wessner on her. Can't get the shot to go. Tipped down underneath by Bornhorst, and Wessner, no choice but to foul. 15 foul now for Lehman, so they're going to be getting the bonus more than likely here pretty early in the fourth quarter. 40 seconds remaining in our third as Bornhorst knocks down the first free throw. Colleen O'Leary will check in for Cianciolo. Second one by Bornhorst, rattles around, no good. A nice block there. As Wessner steps in there, as Coach Hall, I'm sure, holding his breath because Heidi Toner was in that battle, and she has 4 fouls, so he's trying to get her to the the fourth quarter. Quick 3 shot there by Leonards is nothing but the bottom. And the Cardinals again back to within 1. McIver, full head of steam, gets it to Wessner. Nice ball fake down in the trees. Gets tied up. I believe that will stay with Lehman. So 25 seconds remaining here in our third quarter. Lehman lead down to 1. McIver back out top to O'Leary. Just checked in the ball game. She'll put it up off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Truman, quickly ahead to Friend. Nice pass ahead to Cordonier off the glass and in. And New Bremen, with 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter, has their first lead of the ball game. Wessner, jumper off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound, still doesn't go, and that is how the third quarter will end. New Bremen on top, 37-36. We'll be back with quarter number 4. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's, and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
Welcome back to New Bremen Elementary as we get set for quarter number 4. Big comeback by the Cardinals in the third. They now have a 1-point lead.
Yeah, and that foul out of Hope Anthony there early in the third quarter is huge. And you've been able to see New Bremen run up the floor, take advantage on the block, specifically Kaylee Friend. She's piecing together such a nice game. She's so quick. You said she's a state track hurdler. She's a crazy athletic. And Ellie Reckerman, too. Don't sell her short. She's been having a nice game. And she loses the ball there, of course, right there. I was going to say, watch this power move she's going to try to make. But kind of reminds me of someone like I watched a lot of my times. And Larissa Poling from Russia. Last year was a first-team All-Shelby County selection. But it's pretty impressive what they did that third quarter.
Dangerous pass there by Lehman. Get over to Wessner. She's able to knock it off the glass. It's been Lehman all day, it seems like. When they've gotten to a position to need a bucket, they've gotten it. Here's Berkey from the foul line. She knocks it down, so New Bremen with a quick answer regains the lead by 1. Tough pass there, luckily sneaks through. McIver thought about the three, and there's a dangerous one picked off by Kaylee Friend. She'll take it the distance and score.
I like how Kaylee Friend was just sitting there, and she was like, I know the ball's coming, but I'm going to act like I'm not looking at it, and right when she sees the opportunity, she swipes at it.
Ball knocked away and trickles out of bounds, so New Bremen now with a 3-point lead.
Kaylee Friend has 11 points, most of them coming in the second half.
Saw that steal on the replay there. And New Bremen now with a 3-point edge. 6:45 remaining in the ball game. Lehman trying to answer on the offensive side, patiently out top. This is as slow as I've seen them jog around. Cianciolo, though, fires a three. Coach Hall said he likes to get it up and down. He is not disappointed. Berkey took a little step before she shot the three, called for the travel.
Yeah, and I think the patience is understandable now with the lack of bodies if you're Coach Hall's team. So it makes sense, but New Bremen's been pressuring the heck out of the ball.
Yeah, they really tied onto that three-quarter court defense. They get another steal again there, but a nice heads-up play there by Cianciolo to tip the ball and recover and get the turnover for Lehman. McFarland dives right down the middle of the toner. She's wrapped up. And I believe a timeout was given to Lehman on that loose ball. Looked like it was going to be a tie-up. We got a 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here. I'd like to again thank our sponsors for today's game. American Trim, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Ply Gym, Precision Strip, Sweeterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Fowler's TV, Cy Sweeterman, Wilson Health, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, and Ferguson Construction. Thanks again to all those great sponsors.
And now you really see just the athleticism of New Bremen. It's really, it wasn't there in that first half. I think Hope Anthony, losing Hope Anthony has been huge for Lehman. See what a vital part of the team she is. And New Bremen's athleticism has just been on display for here this whole second half.
Here's McIver, gets it over to Cianciolo. New Bremen trying to get another stop here. Lehman trying to get their offense going again as that one's knocked into the backcourt, but McIver tiptoeing the half-court line is called for a over and back. So New Bremen ball, 5:45 remaining in the ball game. 3-point lead, good pass inside, a little too high for Rechterman. Goes out of bounds, goes right back to Lehman. And we'll give New Bremen no time to set up their three-quarter court press. As Lehman works it around, Rechterman gets a handle, and what a great steal by Kaylee Friend as she goes right to the cup and scores. Quick hands and quick feet, deadly combination. Friend knocks that one out of bounds as New Bremen now has a 5-point lead.
Can't quit not say enough about Kaylee Friend and the impact she's made.
Cianciolo walking it across, gets it over to McFarland. Thought about the three. Swings it around McIver. She will take the three. It's off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Katie Howe. Coming back the other way, full head of steam, gets it to Cordonier. Had Friend underneath and missed her. And oh, what a fantastic wraparound pass. Madison Cordonier's passing ability been on display here this afternoon, and that was a beauty.
Now 15 points for Friend.
And a likely great pass inside there from McFarland to Cianciolo to quickly answer. Been a little sloppy here at times, but there have been some fantastic bounce passes in the lane by both of these teams.
Take some, give some. You kind of asked for a much better game here in the last gym here at New Bremen Elementary.
Skipped over Cordonier. That ball looked like it was tipped. It's going to go out. Oh, still is in play. Westner trying to track it down. Aaliyah Truman checks back in for New Bremen, and also Chloe Bornhorst.
And before that sixth shot, that was 6 straight shots that was made there by the New Bremen offense. Obviously coming from high percentage looks on the block, mostly by Kaylee Friend. But 6 shots in a row, high percentage. It's where New Bremen needs to keep getting the ball to.
Cordonier brings it back around top. Skips it over to Leonard, who also just checked back in the game. Back out top, drive down the lane. Cordonier lost the handle, able to get the shot up. Foul was on Riley McIver as you see Cordonier driving down through the lane. Second foul against McIver. First free throw rolls off the rim, no good. Second free throw by Cordonier is good. Again, hands in the passing lane, stolen by Kaylee Friend. And a timeout quickly taken by coaches at 30. We'll take a quick timeout as well. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At Grand Lake Health, we offer urgent care services within Joint Township District Memorial Hospital. Upon arrival, each patient is greeted and healthcare professionals assess the level of care required. Urgent care services extend your access to quality health care, complete for non-life-threatening problems. Our state-of-the-art facility and host of diagnostic and treatment options allow you to receive the treatment you deserve in a timely and courteous way. Grand Lake Health Systems, the highest quality health care for you and your family.
Coach Chris Burden there, watching on as his team has a 6-point lead here now in the fourth quarter, just over 4 minutes remaining. Cordonier, 3 ball short. Rebound pulled down by McIver for the Cavaliers. Tough pass on the inside there, and when you know it, Kaylee Friend comes up with a rebound. She's gonna take it right down the lane and score it.
Call offensive. They're calling Lauren Cordonier wrapped her around, tried to box out, I believe, Sanciola. I think it's a pretty good call there. She's trying to wrap her around, pull her down there. Can't box out a player like that and beat her way to the ball, so good call there.
Big play there in the ball game, as that would have extended the lead to 8, possibly 9. Instead it's at 6, so seeing if Lehman can capitalize. 3:45 remaining. Get it across the half court through the defense. Over to McFarland. Back over to McIver. Thought about the 3, said she'll step inside. That ball was tipped and picked off by Leonards. Back the other way, here comes New Bremen. Truman left open for a 3. It's off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Leonards. Swings it out top to Cordonier. She'll force up the jumper and draw the foul.
You don't have to be so aggressive here now. I think if you're New Bremen, I think when you get the chance, I think you need to spread the floor out in half court when you get the opportunity. You got a 6-point lead here. Keep getting them one-on-one matchups. I don't think the 3 is really. They're calling it on Heidi. They're calling the foul on Heidi Toner. Coach Hall's wanting to know because that'd be Toner's 5th foul.
Oh yeah, and clearly it looked like it was on Wessner, who wrapped up Cordonier when she was going for the shot. I don't think Toner was even close to her. That'd be a big blow for Lehman if that's the case, because I'm with Coach. I believe it was on 11. Oh, here's the replay right here. So clearly is on Wessner. Like I said, Toner is there in the vicinity, but definitely.
Now they're going to give it to Lauren McFarland, according to the PA.
They need to see our replay, I guess, huh?
I guess. It's hard to get everything right.
It is.
And especially in critical moments, it's going to be, the light's going to be shined so much more brightly upon the officials.
So after all that's cleared out, Cordonier knocks down the free throw, so that, I believe that's the 3rd foul on McFarland.
Just in free throw attempts, there's been so many more free throw attempts by the Cardinals compared to the Cavaliers as well.
Second one good as well by Cordonier, so New Bremen able to push their lead up to 8. Here's Cianciolo over to McFarland, back to Cianciolo. Drives down the lane, gets it over to Toner, loses the handle, gets it back underneath the basket. A lot of hands in that pile. I believe a jump ball is going to be called. And it will stay with Lehman. McFarland to trigger it in, gets it over to Toner. Just over 3 minutes remaining. McFarland, nice ball fake, drives the lane, ball slapped away by Friend, and finally pulled out of the pile by Kaylee Truman. Tough pass up court, stolen by McIver, who can't handle it either. Lehman had a freebie there if McIver could have got it ahead, but New Bremen able to recover defensively. And here's where you were talking before, Brandon. You got an 8-point lead now with 2:40 to go. You don't need anything in a hurry here. 3-ball by Cordonier, though. That will ice it. As they put it up to, I shouldn't say ice it, but that'll put it in a tough spot for Lehman as they're up by 11. New Bremen is at 51-40. McIver looking to answer high off the glass and in. So that was Westner up off the glass, not McIver. Timeout on the floor.
It was McIver. I think the PA got it wrong. It was number 5 there.
Full timeout taken by Coach. We'll take a quick break as well. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sport.
American Trim's story started in 1951. And our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Wapak, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Hello, New Bremen. I'm Matt Everidge with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your cable, telephone, and internet services.
Hey, Minster. This is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey, New Knoxville. I am Wesley Meyer at NKTelco. We are here for you and your customer service needs.
Hey, Maria Stein. I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
2:19 remaining here in our ball game at New Bremen Elementary, as the Cardinals are now up to a 9-point lead and have the ball. So Lehman going to have to come up with something pretty big here in a hurry if they're going to get back into this ball game, and don't have a lot of bodies to commit fouls, to be aggressive. Howell drives down the lane, throws up the floater. It doesn't go, but Bornhorst there for the rebound. And Cianciolo not happy with that foul, but you're going to get called for that foul 90% of the time from behind. Whether it's all ball or not, you're just not going to get that call.
Yeah, especially because you're from the backside, and that's a hard view for the official. Up there, it was all ball, but tough and unfortunate there for Cianciolo as Chloe Bornhorst goes to the line. But
see the replay here. There's Bornhorst going up for the ball and taking the shot. And the second free throw good by Bornhorst, and now a 10-point lead. Cianciolo lucky to get that one back. Good cross-court pass to McFarland, blocked by Cordonier. So it will stay with the Lehman Cavaliers, who are trailing now by 10.
And I think if you're New Bremen here, you get a stop. You need to run an offense here. There's been a lot of shots, which granted they've been able to get the ball, get a lot of points in the paint, but just run an offense here. Choose some time off the clock. You know Lehman has to come and foul you.
Because you don't want that to happen either. Cianciolo cruises down through the lane, gets the foul and the bucket, and now is the chance to get Lehman back to within 7. Whereas if you have the ball, like you said, you run some clock, this opportunity goes away.
And Anderson Cianciolo having a nice game. She has 8 points. Could be adding it here to 9 here in a second.
So one free throw coming here by Cianciolo. 1:52 remaining in the ball game. Free throw is good. Lehman will apply a little bit of pressure here. Cordonier brings it across, guarded by McIver. Tough pass inside and stolen by McFarland, but she does the same and throws it over McIver's head. Coach is calling out a play here. Coach Burden, I believe, having his team do what you just said, Brandon. Pull it out, run some offense.
And if you got to give fouls if you're Lehman, you got to pick who to foul because you just don't have them type of bodies. That's just a disadvantage you don't have if you're Coach Hall's team.
O'Donnell with the ball, top, minute 15 remaining. There's Bornhorst, swings it over, dangerous pass to Friend. And that is who the foul will go against as McFarland fouls.
A double bonus here for Friend. Just the second half, she's fueled that comeback here for New Bremen. They were down by as much as 13 in that first half. Complete change of pace here.
Both free throws nailed there by Kaylee Friend. Puts the Cardinal lead back to 9. Just over 1 minute remaining. Cienciolo gets it back out to McFarland. Cienciolo thought about the three. Gets over McIver. She'll let it go. Took a step though, and it will not count. McIver's had the range there from 3 today, but took a bonus step there. That one waved off.
Leading all scorers with 19 points. Would have been 22 there.
Number 10, Aaliyah Truman checks back in, and also checking in for the ball game, Riley Trentman, number 20 for New Bremen. So that's the last foul coming against number 32, McFarland for Lehman. That is her 5th foul, so she fouled out with 50 seconds remaining in the ball game, alongside Hope Anthony, who fouled out late in the 3rd quarter.
And Heidi Toner has 4 fouls as well, and you have Emma Kennedy, who's been hurt for the Cavaliers. So
Trentman knocks down the first free throw. Gets the second as well. Timeout taken on the floor by New Bremen. We're going to keep it right here. 50 seconds remaining in our ball game. Brandon, we talked about it before, and Bremen really came out pretty sluggish to start this ball game. They've been able to recover that. Now have it up to a 11-point lead. Have been playing much better here in the second half. A lot of that, as you talked about, triggered from the full court defense, and a lot of that coming from Kaylee Friend getting in the passing lane, but also obviously Bremen has played well inside and around the perimeter, but that defense really helped trigger their momentum here in the second half.
Yeah, great defense and being able to move the ball and get the ball in the block to your inside threats. I mean, Lehman's very undersized. I haven't really talked about that much this game, but Ellie Rechterman piecing together a nice game. Madison Cardonier's really coming here in the 4th quarter. So this is a very nice Bremen team. I think the huge thing that killed Lehman was we talked about Hope Anthony. Ever since she's been out of the ball game, you talk about something that's talked about like plus minus in the NBA, your effective when you're on the court, your lead, your deficit. Hope Anthony's plus minus is about probably 11, I would say, when she was in the ball game, and ever since, it's gone all to the Bremen Cardinals.
Right.
So losing Hope Anthony was huge for Lehman.
Well, she had a lot of the same impact that Kaylee Friend has had for the New Bremen defense. I don't know if that's a great comparison, but you know, for her team it is. There's a nice runner in the lane by Cienciolo, as Lehman has got the lead back to 9. Bremen struggled to get it in there for a minute, able to get it over to Katie Howe. Bornhorst back out top to Howe. 26 seconds remaining and a foul called. I believe they're against number 12, who just checked in for Lehman, Tori Lachey. So Katie Howe will get 2 free throws. First one by Howe rattles in. Second attempt by Howe rattles off the iron, no good. Lehman brings it across. 3 ball by Cianciolo, no good. Bornhorst up big for the board, and that should about do it as down to 13 seconds remaining in the game. Truman, nice job getting through the double team. 10 seconds ahead to Leonards. Bremen pull it back out top here to Trentman. And that is going to do it here at New Bremen. Our final score, 56-47, as that is the fourth quarter buzzer. The Bremen Cardinals come out on top here, the last game in the New Bremen Elementary Gym. We'll take a quick break and be back with our post-game stats. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Welcome back to New Bremen Elementary, where the New Bremen Cardinals are victorious for the last high school varsity girls game here in the gym. They win 57-47. Here with final stats is Mr. Brandon Coverman.
Thanks, Greg. You look here at the stats. Lehman getting up a ton of shots today, 20 of 52 from the field, so a little bit around 36% or so. 2 of 5 from the line, not very many trips to the charity stripe, 21 turnovers, and winning the rebound margin with 25 of them. You look on the flip side here for the Crimson and Gold here, 17 of 45, not as many shots, but they were very accurate from three-point lane. You couldn't really tell it until I added up the stats. 10 of 16 from 3, 12 of 19 from the line, struggled there a bit. 24 turnovers, something Coach Burden definitely wants to address, and 22 rebounds there, and with the Cardinal victory.
So good all-around game there by New Bremen. Once they got their legs going there in the second half, and they come out on top, extending their record on the season to 7-3. Lehman will drop to 5-5. Before we finish things up here today, let's talk about our player of the game. That for the New Bremen Cardinals goes to Kaylee Friend.
Yeah, and there's really no other person you could have gave it to really on the New Bremen team other than Kaylee Friend, because she was one that jump-started that second half run, and the rest of the Cardinals just fell in line and took their place and fed off of Friend's energy. She had numerous amounts of steals and many moves on the inside to score points there. And other players such as Madison Cardonier and Ellie Rechterman fed off of that, and that really spearheaded that second half run. I think it was huge when Hope Anthony fouled out, was the turning point in this game when everything started going the way of the New Bremen Cardinals. So congratulations to Kelly Friend, player of the game, well deserved.
And congratulations again to the New Bremen Cardinals with their victory. That will do it for us here today. I'd like to thank our director Scott Robinson, his assistant Bryce Hamrick, our cameraman Jacob Johns, Mark Fissel, and Kyle Pranger. I'd like to thank my partner Brandon Coverman. I'm Greg Burney. Thanks for watching.